How to Train Your Dragon, the 2025 reboot. This is you're supposed to remake an animated classic. Movie still brings you back. Gerard Butler is stoic, but you get
Yes.
Mason Thames, the kid from The Black Phone. You get Nico Parker, Tanya Newton's daughter. Yeah, you get Nico Parker. I think the casting is really well done, but you get almost a shot for shot remake of the animated movie. And
And
this
no
well done.
complaints. No
No, none
complaints.
whatsoever. This movie was really well done. We got a chance to watch it in 4DX, right? And I think this is one of the ways to watch a movie. I mean, obviously, this is a movie that uses a lot. It's a big use of flying, right? There's flying dragons. There's all that, and when you partner that with a 4DX experience, I don't think there's a better way of watching this movie.
I mean, there's nothing like getting spit in the face sometimes. So, yeah.
No.
Can I watch The Materialist in 4DX?
It just lulls you to sleep. The seats just rock you back and forth till you knock out. This movie was really, really well done. It was enjoyable. The animation that they use for the dragons is great. You know, you get Toothless, who looks like Toothless from the cartoon. They
Yeah.
did a really good job at keeping the look of the dragons from the animated movie. They still looked the same. That's, I think, one of the faults that a lot of these live action remakes do is they'll redo the look of one of the characters, like the animated characters. They'll change the way it looks. And
I think they learned their lesson when people got pissed about Sonic. And
Yeah,
everyone's like, oh,
Sonic.
we can't change that. Okay, so
Yeah.
then everyone else, when they started making these live actions, they started making it more like the actual animation, which was kind of nice. That Sonic looked like shit. It looked so bad that Disney actually made that Chippendales movie with the and
With
they put it.
strippers?
I mean, that's a different movie, but they made an animated Chippendales, a live action, like kind of like
Rescue
more like a
Rangers.
yeah. They made like
Oh,
a
yeah.
like a what's it called, like if the cartoons existed in real life thing, but then they had ugly Sonic, and it was like that is so funny. So it's just kind of like they've learned their lesson. I think a lot of animators learned their lesson. Even Disney, you learn their lesson on their own things too.
Yeah, I think so.
Now if they work on stories better. Right?
Well, that's the thing about this one. You get like again, you get the same like dragon designs. You get the same story. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This
Yeah.
is movie came out what the original movie came out what in 2010?
2010. Yeah.
2010, and the story still holds up. You get a land full of dragon killers. You get one kid who wants to be a Viking and kill dragons, but realizes his place in the world is not necessarily killing dragons, but
Yeah.
learning
But he wants to do it because
coexist with them.
he wants to do it because he wants to make his father happy.
Yeah. And look, Gerard Butler is stoic, by the way. Great. He did a good job as the voice originally, but bringing him in live action, I think that was I think that
I
was
mean, he
great.
knows that's his character. It was perfect. Yeah, it was perfect.
It worked. Like the casting was really well done. You get Nick Frost as Gobber. You get Fire Fist. What's his name?
Yeah,
Fish Legs.
from
Julian Dennison.
From
There you go,
Daredevil.
Dennison.
Yeah, you get him in that role, and it fit. Like everyone that was in it. The only one I think that, in my opinion, of the cast that didn't fit the animated were the twins, the Rough Nut and
Oh yeah, because in the animated they look tough.
not even that. They're like
they kind of look
super
the same.
skinny, and they look the same, right? They're twins and they're almost identical twins.
I
But
think
in
the
this
only
one,
one
they did the opposites.
that's really different is Nico Parker, but I didn't mind. She did a great job.
She was great in the movie, and I like the way that they explained it in the movie, that the Isle of Berk is different tribes that came together, right, from different parts of the world.
Dragons.
And then everyone looks different. I thought it was really well done, and you still get the emotional heart, which is Hiccup and Toothless, their relationship.
It was spot on, like the way they did that. I was like, man, you still feel it.
It's a boy and his pet and his dog or a cat, or right? It's a kid and their pet.
First of all,
And
no boy and his cat's gonna be like, I love you, cat. Look, the cat's just lick his asshole and not really care,
it's boy and his
And
dog,
scratch
right?
his eyes out.
Man's best friend.
which is the
Uh,
dog.
But I do think the way they animated Toothless, they did it correctly, right? They not over exaggerated. It's still Toothless. You can tell he still has character without really saying anything. And it's a dragon, right? It's a live action dragon. And the way Hiccup and him interact in the movie was seamless. It was really, really well done. This movie was extremely enjoyable.
I think that the final battle is actually better in the live action than it is in the animated version.
The flying sequences were great. I remember when this movie first came out in theaters, the animated one, they were like the dragon flying rivals Avatar, right? And you have to watch it in 3D. Remember 2010,
Mhm.
big on making movies, almost every movie in 3D, but it was more prominent. They compared this to the flights in Avatar, and it still held up and it was still well done. I'm glad that they brought the same director, right?
Yeah.
The same writer director from the original, because those are his characters that he brought to the screen, and he was able to translate that from animation to live action. And I thoroughly enjoyed my watch of this movie, my both watches of this movie.
You watch
Wow.
it in Spanish too.
I watched it.
right?
I watched it in Spanish and I watched it in 4DX. Right?
And every character sounds like they're the best.
They all sound like Donkey. But it was extremely. I had a great time with this movie. The emotional. That's the thing. The movie did not lose its emotional core. It wasn't trying to preach anything different. It was a shot-for-shot remake because the director knew what he had. Like DreamWorks knew what they had with this movie. They knew what they had with this movie back in 2010 when the original came out, and they know what they have with this one. This is for kids who saw it when they were 5. Now they're watching it when they're 30, right? Now they're bringing their kids to watch this movie and they're in their 30s. This
Well,
is great.
and not only that is that they no longer make like real animation movies. So everything now has to be made for the kids of today. It's perfect,
It worked.
which is what
It-
Disney's been trying to do, but they just can't get it right.
And with technically one movie, DreamWorks is like, yeah, we did it better than Disney. Because this is the first live action DreamWorks movie.
Be prepared for live
remake?
action Shrek.
No.
And it's actually Mike Myers playing him.
Yeah.
Mm.
No.
So-
But I'd be happy to see the sequels of this. You know, How to Train Your Dragon 2 and redo
Oh.
3. Right?
Oh, if they do too, man, the waterworks.
You,
The
you can-
waterworks.
you bring back Kate Blanchett. Bring her back as a Stoics, as Hiccup's mom. You know, do all that stuff. This man, I cannot preach how good this movie is, and how spot on the casting was. Like Mason Thames as Hiccup, right? Versus, obviously the original voice was Jay Baruchel. And the only returning cast member from the voice cast of the original movie is Gerard Butler.
Gerard. Yeah.
No one else even
Well-
had a cameo in it.
Well, because Jay Baruchel looks like he's been on a bender for like years. His face is sunken in. Looks like he needs to. I mean, he's a rough looking dude, but yeah, if he gets clean shaven, he looks like he's a rough 50, but he's like in his 30s, I think.
Are you
it's kinda
sure
like
you're thinking about the same Jay Baruchel? He does
I
not
mean-
look wasted at all, but okay.
he looks done. Like
Yikes.
I've seen him do things. He looks awkward, which is what Hiccup was. The new kid actually kind of did pretty well doing the awkwardness of Hiccup. It
Yeah,
worked.
I
It
don't
worked
know what you're
really
talking
great.
about because I'm looking at pictures of
that-
Jay Baruchel.
That's the guy. That's the guy from that movie.
Is that Malik?
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm picturing him.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him lately.
he's a jawless guy.
from
It's
this
crazy.
from This Is the End. He doesn't look at all different.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Open your eyes, bro.
Sorry.
Seriously, bro, it looks exactly the same. But yeah, no, the casting was spot on.
That's the way he
I think so.
imagines him. He's like, what's his Buscemi with the lipstick?
He has to cross out the name. No, but I highly
like
recommend. I highly recommend this movie. It's really well done. The dragons are great, and
Yeah.
kids still like this movie. Is a kids movie, but it's a movie that adults can enjoy too. It has.
Mhm.
It's really.
Because
it's a great
it's-
story.
That's the other thing, is that it's not as silly as the original. It's more grounded. There's some
Mhm.
comedy, but it's not like silly slapstick. Which I
Well-
thought when I saw Nick Frost, I was like, uh-oh. But no, they kept it tame.
Yeah, because what the original was, what's his name? The
Craig
Irish-
Ferguson.
Was it Craig Ferguson?
Mm-hmm. He did.
He looks like he's been on a bender.
He looks like if Jake
everyone you
Baruchel was
mentioned,
older.
man, he looks like he's been on
Yeah,
a
I know.
bender. Gerard Butler, man, he looks rough. He looks like he's been
Mhm.
on a bender.
That Thames kid, trouble.
And that black phone got him. He looks like he's on a bender.
He's in the second one too.
Which one?
A
Black
black
Phone?
phone.
Oh yeah. Oh, he is. You saw a trailer for it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Is that movie turned into like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street? Or am I tripping?
Yeah, the guy with the mask is now the grabber is now
your dreams.
Freddy Krueger. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, back to
But
this
I
movie.
highly recommend going out and watching How to Train Your Dragon. And
Oh, yeah.
preferably, if you have a 4DX theater near you, I would recommend watching this because it's a
don't.
lot of fun. It's a lot of fun in 4DX.
I wonder what it looks like in Screen X.
You can. I already told you, Screen X is just a scenery on the other two screens.
Yeah, but then you feel like you're there, you know?
No, you don't. You're there in the theater.
Yeah, man. It feels like you're there.
He's gonna
Bro,
choke it up,
come on,
man.
man. Hang out with Jake Baruchel. Look up.
Imagine watching that movie on weed.
On that note,
Yeah. And on that note, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know what you guys thought about this movie. If you guys saw it, how many times you saw it. If you think this wasn't a faithful remake of the original. But this has been Vinny.
This is Ozzy.
nah.
We'll see you guys next time.